Dani.
This is Lauren.
Welcome to the Butterfly Effect podcast.
We are two wellbeing besties here to have a little chit chat about the nitty gritty shitty of healing, all things wellbeing and what it's like being a young female entrepreneur just doing their best and figuring it out as they go.
Through this, we are on a quest to encourage and inspire women to spread their wings to grow, transform and heal.
Be sure to like and follow the Butterfly Effect podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
New episodes will be dropping every Wellness Wednesday.
And you can also follow us at butterflyeffect.pod on Instagram. Send us your questions, send us your stories. We can't wait to get to know you.
Let's get chatting.
Now we are
going. Hello, happy Wellness Wednesday.
We're back.
We're back.
I mean, to the people, it's like we never left, but...
Well, we left.
We did. We left.
We left. It felt like a reunion.
It is a reunion.
Today,
I missed you.
I missed you, babes. I can't wait to hear all your holiday tales because, just a little recap, today I've done one of Lauren's beautiful, well, I've started her beginner's course, yoga.
Yeah, did you enjoy?
I loved it so much.
Yeah,
she
I had
came
so much
round,
fun.
there was a group of 6 of us and it was really lovely. Mm-hmm. And she came round to help us actually get into a downward dog correctly. Mm-hmm. I've been doing it wrong my whole life. I actually have.
I don't think you have though. No, your down dog was pretty good. Yeah, it's that overhead shoulder mobility.
Yeah. I need to work on that extremely.
Yeah, and it's just all the misconceptions people have. Like people think that their heels to feet need to be on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
I always encourage people to bend their knees in down dog.
Yeah.
And have a bit of a wriggle, a little move and groove. So yeah, it's actually like unlearning perhaps habits we've unintentionally formed and just figuring out what works. Have you got chocolate down your top?
No, I haven't.
I think you...
Are you joking?
This is new. That new top.
Oh, put my sleeve in fucking chocolate. That is so annoying.
That's really sad.
Oh.
I'm so sorry to just ruin your
God's
afternoon
sake,
until
fine.
you've got chocolate down
I'll
you.
wash it in a bit.
Just lick it off, honey.
Oh, that's a lot. God damn.
It's like
we've had a great yoga session. And because this is why I've got chocolate on my sleeve, because we've just been to the Mill in Bromham.
Also, the Mill, that chai latte I've had, I had 2. Chai latte.
Have you finished the other one?
I did. I just went for it. And also, you've gone adventurous with your coffee.
This is a wild card. I'm going to be absolutely buzzing off my nips later. So when I was at the desk ordering our brunch, which was delicious, but I accidentally said a vanilla caramel cappuccino, and she was like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, No. That was our first coffee. Second one was takeaway, and there was another girl there, and the girl that originally served me said, "Are you sure you don't want a vanilla caramel cappuccino?" And the other girl behind the desk said, "Oh my god, this is what I have. I have 2 pumps of that." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, okay." Animal. So I just tried 1 pump of each. Actually nice.
Very sweet though.
Very sweet.
Like if I had that, I'd be fucking bouncing off the walls and I'd have such a bad come down.
Thank you for that.
I
hope I don't feel that way.
You're gonna be so fine. It's gonna be okay. You'll survive.
Yeah.
But you're just in the moment and
just in the moment, and it's actually quite nice. So don't be afraid to mix up your syrups, guys.
Yeah.
Moral of the story. But I also got a really nice little sweet treat. Hence, I've got chocolate on my arm.
I'm so sorry.
As a takeaway.
You looked at me then as if it was my fault.
Yeah, I did. I'm so sorry. No, it's not. I'm annoyed at myself.
It's okay.
I just really struggle to have anything nice these days because I ruin it.
Yeah. You have lots of nice things. Also, you just had a lovely holiday, so...
This is why we're here today.
This is why we're here. This is
why we're here.
The Holiday Debrief.
The Holiday Debrief.
I'm so excited.
I feel like you guys have literally been on the journey with us on our holiday prepping, planning, vibing, blah, blah, blah.
Honestly, such a vibe. And also, I played like the video you sent me whilst you were on holiday. I think you were in Abu Dhabi at the time. You at the beach club with your wristband that was giving you free drinks or something.
Yes, that was great. So they have these things called Ladies' Day.
Oh, nice.
Where you...
I'm a lady.
I'm a lady. So poor Andrew was like, well, enjoy your free drinks then. I'm like, bye. So, yeah, they literally give you this wristband and you pay like, their currency also blows my brain. So for every 100 dirham is like 20 quid. So imagine you're paying like 800 dirham.
What?
And it's not a lot at all. It's
See,
like
if
maybe
someone came to me and said this drink is 800, what do you say, dirham?
Well, that's like £200, ish. The conversion rate point is about 0.4. So it blows your mind. You don't know how much you're spending, basically.
Yeah,
I just don't know. Until you it pops up on Monzo.
Yeah. Oh my
This
God.
week you've spread the love. It's such a surprise.
Oh my God, dangerous.
It's really blowing your brain. But you
Okay.
pay for this wristband when you first arrive, and then I think from 12 till 4, you
Yeah.
get like unlimited drinks or free drinks.
Nice.
It was a really nice day.
Groovy.
That was how I spent my birthday at a lovely
But
beach
the morning
club.
though, tell me about your morning.
The morning was so cool. So, as you guys may have heard on my other episode, I buy myself some little gifts every single year. And this year I bought myself some nice gym wear. I had this little vision of waking up on my birthday. My friend Andrew, who I go away with every year, we work well because he's a sleeper. He literally stays in bed and I'm like up making the most of the morning.
I like that.
So I woke up, went to the gym, wore my new gym wear, like creeped out the room whilst Andrew was still in bed.
Nice.
Had a really good workout. Came back to the room because Andrew said, you have to be back at 8 a.m. I was like, fine. So quickly jumped in the shower. Then the door went. So I went to the door in my towel and this man with a bucket of champagne arrived.
Lovely.
Stunning.
I'd love a man to come to my door with champagne.
They gave me a lovely bucket and it was so lovely.
So cute.
But the night before that, I got back to my room after dinner and they left me a dessert and balloons on my bed. I forgot to tell you that.
Stunning. Oh my God, I fucking love a balloon. I didn't realise how much I loved a balloon until I went for my PT session the day before my birthday. And Lottie, my PT, was stood there with a balloon and I didn't clock it at first. And then I just looked behind her and I was like, sheer surprise on my face. I was like, is that for me? She was like, well, there's no one else. Like, of course it's for you.
Is anyone else 30?
Yeah, honestly, I've kept that balloon. And then yesterday...
They last for ages, those helium ones. Yeah.
And I went for a family meal yesterday because I didn't get to celebrate my 30th with them. So that was yesterday. And I messaged the family group saying, is it really obnoxious of me if I bring my 30th birthday balloon? So I literally did. I rocked it with this balloon. And my brother made a joke, like, you said you should tie it around your wrist like the little kids do. And I was like, okay.
While she's eating dinner, it's just bopping around.
Just bopping around. Yeah, so I just love a balloon.
Yeah, they're so nice.
So joyous.
It just makes your birthday.
Aww,
I loved it.
Cute.
Great time. After the
Great
beach
time.
club, we went for a lovely dinner and got really dressed up. And again, they come out with a dessert singing me happy birthday.
Love that.
It was a real experience. Really
so
lovely.
Stunning.
Really good vibes.
I'm so glad you had a nice time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Please fill us in on the spa because when we went for brunch, we purposely didn't really talk about too much about either of our trips.
Yes. Okay, right, so
this was on your birthday?
yes.
Amazing.
So my birthday.
Tell us about your day.
A fucking great day. I had the best day of my life.
Stop. Really? It's up there.
Genuinely, it's up there because in approach to my 30th, I was unsure about how I was going to feel because, as I mentioned, it was the first birthday I spent completely on my own. Also, there's that other layer of being in a completely new city. So I was like, am I going to feel like sad or am I going to feel just a mixture of emotions? I woke up and I was just like, I'm in Milan, bitch.
Did you have a minute? Like,
I just kind of woke up and I was just like, here we fucking go. So I brought a load of cards and I specifically asked like friends and family to write me a card. So I still had like things to open and like nice words to read. So I opened up a whole bunch of cards and I had some really funny cards as well, hilarious, that instantly brought a smile to my face and like some lovely words as well. I loved yours with like all the affirmation cards as well. They're on my vision board as well.
I actually forgot I put them in there.
Yeah,
fab. Hopefully they resonated.
They do. They all
Amazing.
do. And then I woke up to a few messages as well, so I was chit-chatting away, and then I was like, right, time to get up and explore. And I bought myself like a cute dress.
You look lovely in all your outfits, all your pickies that you put.
Thank you.
Vibes.
I was feeling good.
Yeah, good for
you.
you.
I was just feeling good, and I think because being a yoga teacher, I spend most of my time either looking like I'm wearing pajamas or going to the gym. There's no real in between. So when I do get to dress up a little bit, I'm like, let's go in, honey. So yeah, I picked a few cute outfits. And the one I wore on the Saturday, which was like an all black outfit, so I decided to make it like a death to the 20s.
Oh, I
outfit.
love that.
Yeah, warning the
Cute
20s. And yeah, where did I go? So I pretty much went straight to the cathedral, the Duomo.
Amazing. Isn't it stunning in there?
Beautiful.
You could gaze for hours just looking up, probably get a sore neck, like wow.
Well, I went all the way to the top as well.
Did you?
Yeah, I went all the way to the top and the weather was just so stunning that I really looked out with the weather that weekend. Sunshine, gorgeous. And yeah, it was just so beautiful, and I was just really happily like wandering around, taking in the sights, taking in the scenery, just really trying to take it all in. And then lots of people have suggested to go to the Aperol Spritz Terrace Bar.
I think I mentioned that to you.
It might have been you, but I think a few clients also suggested to me as well. And I was like, hey, I don't even like Aperol Spritz, but I've got to do what the people want me to do.
What's the saying? When in Rome.
When in Milan. So yeah, I went up to this terrace bar, and that was the first moment where I'd like sat by myself as well. And I was sat amongst all these people, and like everyone's with someone, everyone's with like their partner or family or girlfriends or whatever. I'm sat on my own, and they come over with this Campari Spritz, which I also don't like, but I was like, fuck it. And
it's
I
quite
got
strong
myself,
Campari as well, and it's a bit sharp.
I was flying. Had a lovely little salad, and I remember sat there and I was like, this is incredible. Yeah. And I just had such a smile on my face. I was beaming the entire day. Oh. And I remember people like looking at me. There was a guy across the table who must have been some sort of photographer or something. He kept looking at me and just like showing a smile. He was with his partner, like so chill. But I don't know, I think like he could just sense my joy, and I was just like, I was just having like a really nice time on my own. Moment. Yeah. And I was overlooking the Duomo, and yeah, it was just all so beautiful.
Did you have a tour around there, or did you just do your own thing?
Just did my own thing, because I can easily spend ages walking around the same place. Because I always find something new, and I was just really admiring the stained glass windows. I love a stained glass window.
It's fascinating.
Yeah, beautiful. And yeah, I went all the way up to the top.
Wow.
And then eventually came all the way down. And that was the main thing I did that day. I looked around the gallery. I can't remember what it's called now, but it's where they've got like the main designer shops, and it's basically it's like this beautiful, again, building. Like the dome. I
remember that. It's almost like a big centre, and there'd be like different little pathways, right?
Yeah. And again, that's like another tourist attraction.
Absolutely.
So I stood in the centre of that, looked around, took a cute little video, took many cute videos because I was like, I'm documenting everything.
Yes.
And then went back to the hotel, quick little change up of the outfit, put another dress on, and then I was off to the spa.
Oh, gosh.
This spa. Also, I'm going to shout out Maisie, your friend Maisie, because she was the one that originally told me about this spa. And she sent me a link to it on TikTok. I literally downloaded TikTok just to check out this spa, just to see what this is about. And I was like, I'm going to the spa. And it was so beautiful. It's got so many different rooms, so many different types of saunas. There's like a waterbed room as well, whole outdoor bit that's so gorgeously fairy lit and everything. I had food included and drinks included as well.
Great deal.
But as I went to the little restaurant bit, nothing is labelled. So I had no idea. 90%
Was it
of the
like
time.
a buffet vibe?
Yeah, so you just go up and help yourself to as much as you want.
Did you try bits that you didn't know what they were?
99% of the time I had no idea what I was putting in my mouth, but I was just full on going for it. I was just like, it's a free-for-all, let's go. And then there's bottles of like Prosecco you can just help yourself to.
Oh, lovely.
So I was like, and they say I think limit yourself to 2 drinks, but no one's watching.
Yeah.
So again, that was great. My favourite room was like this little nest room. It's literally like little like bird's nest almost. That's what it felt like. It was almost like little love nest. And
what were they made from?
I don't know. It's like metal pipes going up. You might have seen the photo. That I posted on Instagram. It's like little pipes going up to create this like little nest, like this little circular where there's a little circular bed. And you crawl in, and it's just really quiet. There's like bird sounds in the background. That's why I thought it was like birds' nests, because of the sounds they were playing. And I'm not being funny. There were a few couples just full on making out around me, but I'm like, I don't care.
Sexy.
But at one point, there was this couple having a full on photo shoot as well. But to be honest, I didn't mind because the guy.
Because you know what?
The guy was. I was like, I'm enjoying the show, carry on. At this point,
so funny. What, were they taking pictures of each other or together?
No, they were taking pictures of each other, and like the girl, she was like properly telling the guy what to do, like a slight turn of the head, and like he had his back to the camera, and as the light was shining down, it was kind of showing up like all his muscles.
Oh, stop it.
And I was like, I am no better than a man at this point. So that was nice.
You little creep,
I know,
sitting in your nest,
I'm so
peeping.
sorry.
That is so funny.
But yeah, it was gorgeous.
Oh,
and
it
then
sounds like a dream.
I found this whole downstairs bit that I didn't know it was there, and then had a massage as well.
Great.
Yeah, it's all so delightful, and I was just having the best time. There were so many moments throughout the day where I was just walking around like nearly on the verge of tears because I was just feeling such joy.
Yeah.
Such joy. And now I've got the bug. I'm still riding the high, I think.
I love that.
Still riding such a high from it.
I think that's the thing. So many people say like, oh, are you feeling holiday blues? Like, no, I feel like pumped.
Yeah, so pumped.
Like there's so much of the world to see. I think when you have a little snippet of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Or even like go to a spa that you've never
Yeah.
heard of before. It just gives you a perspective like the world is huge.
Yes.
There's so much to see. There's so much
Yeah.
to do.
100%.
And gives you that little like,
Yeah, and that's the whole reason why I did this solo trip. Well, one of the main reasons I did this whole solo trip in the end, because I was like, there is this feeling that there's so much of the world to see, and I've barely like scratched the surface. And yeah, it just felt so empowering. Like, what a way to welcome in this new decade.
your 30s. Oh my god,
What a way.
incredible! What
I'm
way!
so glad I did it.
I'm so pleased you
glad.
did. I'm so pleased it was just the timing and things aligned so well, didn't they, really? And you got cover for your class on the Sunday, so that's another weight off your shoulders.
Yeah, and
everything
also,
went good.
Shout out actually to Erica who covered my class. I've had such gorgeous feedback.
Oh, that's
it's
nice.
so reassuring having someone that's able to kind of step in. Yeah, because it just takes the pressure off my shoulders a little bit, and I know that things are covered, like they know what they're doing. And apparently she had some lovely words to say about me at the beginning of class.
Oh, stop.
So,
That's so
yeah,
nice.
one of my clients messaged me after the class finished saying the class went really well. She said some beautiful things about you and how much I apparently inspire her. And I was just like, stop it.
That is so gorgeous.
Honestly, blew me away.
What an angel. Hopefully she's following and listening.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Erica.
Yeah.
You babe.
Delightful. Yeah.
Great vibes. And you were saying that you feel like you've got the solo bug now.
Absolutely.
Where's next?
So,
got a few options, right?
A few options. So I'm feeling Prague is up there. And then I was saying this to a client about Prague, and they were like, have you thought about Copenhagen? So apparently Copenhagen has like a city vibe, but also like loads of lakes where you can like wild water swim. So it's got like outdoorsy vibe as well.
Wonder if you could stay in like an A-frame like Airbnb vibe. Imagine like overlooking a lake, have the option to go into the city, retreat back.
That would be beautiful.
That would be good.
Yeah, so I'm considering that. And then, because I didn't have a proper summer holiday this year, I'm going to try and prioritise it next year, where I might take myself to the Amalfi Coast for 5 days.
Yeah.
So I feel like 5 days enough. You've said this as well, 5 days is about
so
enough.
more than enough, yeah. I think the first day or so you're settling in. Day 2 your mind starts to switch off a bit.
Yeah.
And then you really get into it, and then you kind of feel, for me anyway, I felt quite re-energised and ready to come back over that kind of 4.5 day mark.
Nice.
Like, oh, that's cool, let's go.
Yeah, so that's what I'm looking forward to. And I want to explore more of Italy.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
What was your favourite meal you had out there? Did you have some good pastas? And wine. Oh.
My last meal for sure, which I'm laughing because this is recommended to me by my Uber driver.
Mr. Uber driver, let's hope you listen.
Shout
would get our numbers up in other countries.
So shout out Andre.
Come on, tell the story.
Okay, right. So this was the Sunday, and I'd walked so much this Sunday, so I finally caved, and I was like, right, I'm going to get an Uber back
Had
to
you
the
been
hotel.
good up until Sunday?
I was
Fair play, girl.
living the public transport life, and
Love that.
also, because I did it mostly by trams, you don't have to pay.
What? You just hop on?
You can just...
There's not even a Teppy system?
There is, but who checks it? No one. So, yeah.
Wow, fair play.
I mean, so, I don't know if I'd encourage
You
that,
might
but-
get a bill for your...
But I mean, no one's really monitoring it.
This
So,
is true. Wow, fantastic.
yeah. So what I saved on not getting a travel card, oh no.
They're not that great.
You just chipped you down.
Sorry, carry on.
That's a side note. So yeah, what I saved in not buying a travel card, I probably spent on this Uber. But I mean, fair enough. Yeah, so I caved and got an Uber from like the other side of Milan to where I was staying. And we got chatting, and I said, oh, you know, it was my 30th birthday yesterday, because he was asking me why you're in Milan, what you're celebrating. I was like, me, myself. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to go back to the hotel and hopefully find a nice place to eat. And he was saying, oh, if you're looking for a nice place to eat, I recommend this place. And it's like Osteria del Benari, something
Sounds
like that.
very sexy. Honestly, when you sent me that voice note about this Uber man, I thought, oh, you're joking me, she's on a date? I thought, no way has she managed to pull in Milan.
We're just having so much fun. But it doesn't stop here, hang on. So he recommended this restaurant,
Yes.
right?
Lovely.
And I said to him as a joke, so if this place ends up being shit, I'll just leave you a really shitty review on Uber, right? And he was like, oh no, you can let me know on Instagram. So I was like, all right, go on then, what's your Instagram? So he gives me his Instagram, and I follow him there and then, so my name pops up on his phone whilst we're still driving. And it says, Lauren Amy, yoga teacher. And he's like, oh, you're a yoga teacher? And I'm like, yeah. He was like, I want to be a yoga teacher. And I'm
You
like,
didn't tell me this bit. Oh my gosh, stop.
So I'm like, okay. And apparently he's doing like this scuba diver training, and he's like a proper outdoorsy guy.
I mean, taking a few boxes.
And then he said, what else did he say? Oh, I said, so if you get your teacher training, just let me know and we can start collaborating on events.
Oh my god, in Milan, imagine that.
I imagine, because yeah, there's actually something else I've been thinking of. Anyway, and yeah, so he drops me off at the hotel. I'm aware that this is probably quite ballsy because this guy now knows where I'm staying. He also knows the restaurant I'm going to be at tonight. Anyway, but it's so fine. You get a vibe from like you feel like you can trust that person. Because I had a situation earlier that day, which is another story.
Please, because there's so many things that we want to speak about, and you were like, no, saving it for the pod. I'm like, don't forget about them. Okay, fine. And this podcast is sponsored by us. We would love to invite you to one of our upcoming events this year.
On the 22nd of November, join us for the Calm Collective Collaboration, a 90-minute extended practice of nourishing yin yoga and self-massage, all within Verve Wellness Studio at Bedford Heights.
And on the 15th of December, we would love to hold space for you in our upcoming Winter Solstice celebration, an evening retreat at the Grange in Milton Ernest, the ultimate gift to yourself amongst the busy festive period.
To find out more, visit the links in the episode description, and we really hope to see you there.
Woo!
But anyway, with this, so I did go to the restaurant that he recommended, which was beautiful. They've got this proper, like, sommeliers. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Is that?
Which is like a wine person that goes around and matches your wine to your meal.
What a vibe.
So nice.
What did you have?
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you what I had. Wine-wise, I was just completely trusting what they were bringing me. But I had this gorgeous pasta. It was like a pumpkin pasta.
Very seasonal.
And it honestly, it
oh
was
my god, stunning.
delicious. I took the first bite and I was just, this is phenomenal. And I took a story and put it up on my Instagram.
Oh, did he reply?
He did, yeah.
Oh, I love this. He must have been waiting, like.
Yeah, because also he put up a story of him running down the Naviglia Grande, which is the canal that runs past my hotel. Do
you think it's a bit weird?
I don't know, that's a bit. I think it was again like a little wonder if she sees this type thing.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? I think he was putting it
was
on purpose.
Running past your window.
No. But yeah, I put a story saying like mad props to my Uber driver for recommending this. And he responded saying like, glad you enjoy. So we were just chatting in the DMs for a bit, which is quite cute, quite nice.
Adorable.
And so yeah, lovely.
So cute. Please tell us what happened during the day.
Okay. So
I'm worried, but equally I'm pleased you're here.
Yeah, so fine. And also, this isn't to put anyone off solo travel. It's hilarious to look back on now, but because I'm quite streetwise and it was fine. Basically, I'd walked 4 miles to the other side of Milan and decided to sit down on this park bench. Very public place. There's loads of kids running around. It's a kids' park. So busy, right? So I'm like, this is fine. And I did the smart thing, putting my bags like under my legs.
Yeah.
My handbag was on my like chest in front of me. My phone, which has a little wrist strap, was secured to my hand.
Amazing.
Like all the things you would do to make sure, you know, you're safe. And I was texting a friend at the time.
Yeah. So you had it around your wrist, you were safe.
Yeah, I was texting someone, just like catching up with a few messages from the day. So, and it was all fine. And then I see out the corner of my eye, this woman come over and sit next to me. And I think nothing of it. I think, oh, she's probably a mum with like watching her kids. And then out of nowhere, she starts talking to me. She starts talking to me in Italian. My Italian isn't that great. So I was like, sorry, I'm English. And she was like asking me what my name is. So I told her. And then she told me her name. I couldn't tell you what it is. And then she just starts asking me all these questions, but starts getting like she wants to know specific details.
What?
And she was like, are you visiting? How long are you here for? And I was like, I go tomorrow. She's like, okay, what time? And I was like, oh, in the morning. She's like, no, what time? What time is your flight? I'm like, bitch, my flight is in the morning. That's all you need to know.
What on earth?
I know. And
Were you getting a bit freaked out at this point?
You know when those like
Yeah.
alarm bells start ringing in your head. And then she was like, who you here? Well, she was like, where's your husband? And I'm like, oh, my husband's just popped into the shop. Like, that's like, you go
Great
straight
shout.
away. Husband's in the shop. And she's like, okay, where is he from? Because she was like, you're from London, right? And I was like, well, yeah, it's easier to say London rather than specifics. And then she was like, where's your husband from? And you instantly go back to what you know. So I was like, my husband's Portuguese.
For fuck's sake.
But, well, you just go to go to what you know.
Fine.
So yeah, for those that don't know, my big ex was Portuguese. So I was like, yes, my husband's Portuguese, and she was like, what's his name? And I said the
Did
name.
you say
No. I said the name of my little ex.
Oh,
So I know.
that doesn't really go, but
I know. But I basically combined these two people into one
That
to
is
make
so
this like.
funny. I can't believe you did that.
Well,
Well,
I don't
fair.
know, yeah.
You've got to do what you got to do.
Also, the other side of this story is the fact that who I was messaging at the time was my little ex.
So true.
So I was messaging the guy I had that summer romance with. He's going to love the fact that he's had another mention on this podcast, by the way.
Literally, top fan.
So I was messaging him, and I happened to message him saying, like, I think I might be in a situation. And he was like, are you alright? And I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna escape the situation. So I basically said, like, oh yeah, my husband's Portuguese, he's just popped to the shop, blah blah. And she's asking me all sorts of other questions. At one point she's like, do you want some pizza? And I was like, no, I'm not gonna have pizza from you. So I was like, I need to get up
How
and
old was
leave.
she?
I don't know, probably like maybe 40s. It's really hard, and like and it was really hard to I don't know what she was getting, because either it was a distraction technique and there was going to be someone else that was going to try and nick my bags or something out of my bags or
But
something.
you were very mindful of having them between
very
your feet, weren't
mindful
you? Yeah.
of what I was doing, or it was trafficking. Yeah.
What do you think? She was going to try and put you on a plane or something?
Not her. I think it was a team of people.
What?
So,
What usually happens in a trafficking situation?
Well, I can't say I've been
Well, no,
trafficked before.
you're not a pro.
I can't say I'm a pro, but it was. I think there was men around the outskirts. As I got up to walk away, there was a few men looking.
No.
So I got up and I said, "Lovely chatting to you. See you later." And she was like, "Oh no. What was your name? What was your name? Where are you going?" Like, she was trying to get me to stay, and I was just like, "No. I'm out of here."
Well done.
And and fortunately, my little ex rang me there and then. He was like, "You're alright," and I was like, "La la 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 la."
See you in the shop.
Where are you, husband? And yeah, so I made sure I got away from her, and then I made sure to like look around and just see there was no one following me.
Yes.
And that's where I clocked a few men just kind of looking. So
That's
I
crazy.
was like, sod it, I'm just gonna walk back the way I came, and I just got out of Dodge, and I was on the phone to my friend for a while. Just to make sure it was all good, and I also told him what happened. And I told him.
Did you
that,
tell him your name?
Yeah. I told him that I said his name, and I told him that he was Portuguese, and he was like, "Oh, hola." It was so funny. It's funny to look back on because it's just like, what? It was the weirdest situation. But again, you know that those alarm bells were going off, and this is a potentially
thank gosh
weird situation.
You are so savvy as you are, though, because it makes you wonder who they maybe predated on, where they haven't got out of that situation. Yeah, you don't know what.
And also, there were so many kids around. I was like, fucking hell, is this where they're picking up kids or something? Which really freaked me out. But I say, it might not have been that. It could have been something completely harmless and like a woman just seeking some, I don't know, advice, friendly conversation. Chilling, But it was the fact that she was being so specific about the questions she was asking.
Maybe the pizza would have had drugs on.
Well, that's the other thing as well.
I just don't know.
Yeah, but she was also eating the pizza. But also she might have been... Selective slice, but also she may have been high.
Did she look high?
I don't know. There was just the whole situation was dodgy AF, and I was just like, I am gonna leave.
Oh, wow.
But then the beauty of that, because I rang my friend rang me, got me out of there, and I just kept walking, and I was vaguely walking back in the direction that I come from, so I kind of knew vaguely where I was going. And then I must have taken a different turn, and I wasn't anticipating. I hadn't planned to go see the castle, but I ended up there. I ended up at the castle, and it was like sunset, and it looked beautiful. So I was like, well, serendipity. Timing. There we go. Nearly got trafficked and saw the castle instead.
What a place to be!
What a place to be!
I remember when I was in Ibiza, I had a similar situation as that. A lady came up to me.
About this, yeah.
I don't know if I said it on the pod, but you're right. You just have this moment of, I don't think this is safe.
Yeah.
And she was videoing people. So we were like on a top deck.
This, yeah.
Oh my God, it was terrifying. So people were like below us. Yeah. And she had this group chat on WhatsApp. She was videoing people, zooming in, and then sending it to this group chat.
So bizarre.
And I was like, absolutely not.
That's so bizarre.
What on earth is this about?
Because again, that's that group chat. They might be selecting people
in there. I'm sure. So she was like,
I'm
going to see my friend now, and I was like, you said your friends were in Brazil.
And didn't she take your photo or something?
A lady behind. So we were stood at like watching Swedish House Mafia, waiting for them to come on.
Yeah.
A lady behind us turned around and was like, oh, should I take your picture?
Yeah, thinking that you were together,
and I was like, sure. Like, after we'd both exchanged selfies of each other. Because I was like, oh, take a picture of me. She did the same.
Yeah.
And then this randomer turned around, so she must have been part of the group. Oh, and I had quite a distinctive dress on, so I definitely thought I need an outfit changed. It's just
but you'd already pre-booked your Uber home, so you were fine.
I was good to go.
Good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Wow.
But yeah, it's just these things like being aware of your surroundings.
Highly aware, absolutely. But I'm so pleased you had a wonderful birthday.
Stunning.
And just was like up in the moment with it and embraced it fully. Because it must have been obviously like, it's the unknown of how you're going to feel, like you say. But waking up in that moment like, I'm going to have the best day ever.
Yeah.
It just transpires into magic.
Yeah, I was fully braced for whatever emotion I was going to feel. I was fully prepared. Like, if I'm going to have a shit moment, like a sad moment, I'm prepared to sit with it. But I just woke up feeling good, and then I just got myself out and about, and I was exploring. I was treating myself.
Yes, girl.
I was feeling good in my skin, and it was just all I could have asked for entering my 30s. Yes. And I just feel like, you know, there's so much pressure around birthdays in general. And I've always been scared around big birthdays. Like my 21st, I remember it being so stressful because I felt like I had to arrange this party. For my 18th, I remember that being really stressful, especially because you're in your last school year. I was in sixth form. And again, there's this pressure to make something
I can drink
of your
now,
birthday.
so go. Yeah, literally.
And it was I just remember being stressed the entire time. This, zero stress, apart from the few days prior where I was chaotic AF.
Just feeling a bit delirious, but it's fine.
So delirious. What did you say at lunch?
Some hilarious voice notes from her on the Thursday night. Like, can I play one?
Okay. Oh,
we've got to find
sure.
it.
Yeah,
it was funny.
I don't even know what I said, so actually it might be a good little reminder.
So it must have been
It would be Thursday the
30th?
31st, because it was Halloween.
Yeah. Wow, we talk a lot.
So sorry.
31st. The second.
I keep going to stroke Chippy, but I keep stroking your foot by accident.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
So I don't know. I laughed at this one.
I booked a train, Bedford to Luton, so I'm going to do that. Oh, you fucker. Bug. Oh, man. Anyway, right, this is what happens. I've got shit to do and I'm just getting distracted.
Basically, it was like that for a good 1 whole minute. And it was just funny, so I just thought, do you know what, she's going to have a good time. She's got a bit to do. And I think you're like me, you like to have a good tidy up, so you're coming home to good vibes.
Yeah. I remember voice noting another friend being like, because she came round to help me pack in the end. And I remember voice noting her saying, I'm either, like, when you come over, we're either going to be really productive and I'm going to pack and it's all going to be fine, or I'm going to spontaneously combust. So we'll just find out. Fortunately,
what did happen? Were you quite productive?
I think, yeah, it was productive.
Amazing.
We selected the outfits, bish bash bosh, everything was packed.
Did you have a little fashion show? That's my favourite thing to do.
Yeah,
I love that.
Love a holiday fashion show.
Oh,
All sorted.
great
Stunning.
vibes.
Yeah.
Love that so much, girly whirly. And
stunning.
we're both a year older now.
We are.
What on earth?
Also, I feel like we should just quickly mention your photo shoot in the Maldives. Can we celebrate that for a second?
Yeah, we can. It was hilarious. So as part of so we were in Abu Dhabi for 4 nights, spent my birthday there, and then had a wonderful spa day, and then got on a plane the next day for 4 hours journey to the Maldives, which was
stunning,
absolutely amazing. The first day, me and Andrew literally did not speak to each other. We were in shock. We were in silence.
Really?
Yeah, we were overwhelmed, and he said, "I'm overwhelmed. Let's just have a minute." So yeah, we were both just feeling actually really overwhelmed and like totally, oh my god, well. What are we doing? This is insanely amazing.
Yeah.
We'd arrived, we had a water villa, so you literally go. Chippy's just online having a little face lick, it's so fine. I'll leave him to it. So you literally walk down this like pathway, we got this little buggy to the villa, and then you go in. Beautiful double bathroom, the showers, 2 showers. Ooh. So it's definitely sexy. I said to Andrew on the last night, can we have a shower together? He was like, absolutely not. I was like, oh, for God's sake, don't be boring. But he didn't cave. Fine.
Oh, that's a shame.
Boring. Anyway, so he's my friend.
Just to clarify.
He is my friend. And we... just had the most amazing time. We went out onto the deck. It had a jacuzzi on the deck.
Stunning.
And then a ladder going into the sea.
Stunning.
It was like nothing I've ever experienced in my whole life. It literally was like a honeymoon suite. And this is what we said. I think we did 5 days, which was enough. Yeah. Because unless you're having sex every minute of the day, like rabbits. Yeah. And... because you're eating loads, like the food was amazing, it was all inclusive, so you're just like, woo! So we were just like, oh, this is enough time for us. Nice. So the photo shoot came about because as part of the resort package, typically it's honeymooners that go. Yeah. You get a photo shoot. So you get 1 free photo, and then you can choose your package if you like. And I was like, well, I said to Andrew, just making sure like you're not wanting to utilise this. And he was like, absolutely not. I'd rather just stand there and watch. Yeah. I was like, great. He's in PR and marketing. So this is his jam. Yeah. He was bossing me about like a little bitch. Like, move his hair, pull your strap up. I was like, please make me laugh. And he would just crack a joke. Nice. So I basically had a photo shoot on the beach. And I took some outfit changes. Well, I wore them all actually and just stripped off. I don't think the photographer was quite ready for what was going to happen. I bought my crystals with me. I bought some Palo Santo and a lighter. What a vibe. He was like, I've never done this before. I've usually just photographed boring couples. I'm like, well, I'm here.
Buckle up, honey. This is a new experience for us all.
I did some cartwheels. And do you know what? I'm really happy with the pictures.
Honestly, they've come out so well.
They're so nice. They're so lovely.
A photo shoot can be really empowering as well.
I felt really good. Yeah. Like, I was just on a little high, and that was our last day as well. Love. So we had kind of all been like beached out. Yeah. Had a lovely spa experience whilst we were there as well. Mm-hmm. But it was just a beautiful trip. I'm so pleased we did it, and came back feeling really restored. Love. I had quite a lot of time, I forgot to tell you this, on the plane. Yeah. So I managed, it's actually incredible. So we flew with Etihad, paid £10, $10, and got Wi-Fi in the sky.
Oh, nice.
So our first leg of the trip was about 5 hours coming home from Maldives to Abu Dhabi, a bit slow on the way back. Yeah. And then 7 hours back to London Heathrow. So it was kind of split.
Yeah. So long.
So I
though.
downloaded a course. I did a course on lymphatic system.
Oh my god, so cool.
It was amazing. I was watching the
love
videos,
that.
writing my notes.
God, you really do maximise your
I
time
love
well.
that so much. I do, don't I? I'm
You
really
are
proud
really
of
good
myself.
at it, yeah. Like, even on your birthday, up at the gym, making the most out of your day.
I just love it.
Whereas I'm
So I just think,
slow.
like, I think you were quite productive.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you so were.
I did a lot of
Getting
steps.
Instagram from Uber drivers. That's very time constructive.
Yes, it was very, very productive for my following, yes.
Funny.
Oh, hilarious.
But yeah, it was just a wonderful trip,
What a
and
vibe.
I felt ready to come back. I came back to work what it would be this week, so flew home on Tuesday and was back to work Thursday, but that was like enough for me.
No, what was the thing you put on Instagram?
Hilarious. My client on Friday said, wow, in the Maldives on Monday, waxing fanny by Friday. We were cracking up. It
That
was funny.
so funny. You sent me that in a voice note as well, and I honestly was howling.
It was hilarious.
That client sounds like a riot.
She's hilarious.
How funny. Well, it sounds like we both had some gorgeous holidays.
Great trip, such
Roll
good
on
vibes.
the next. Where's next for you, do you think?
I'm going to have a bit of a slow year next year. I was
Okay.
saying I was hoping to do quite a lot of house stuff. When I was younger, my parents had a really good balance. One year they would do stuff in the house. The following year they would go away. And obviously
Okay.
I've got a little niece en route. So
do.
she'll be born end of March.
Cute.
And so I'm just going to have a family orientated, chilled
Nice.
vibe year. Take lots of little trips with Chippy. Oh,
He's just proper.
he's just so fucking cute.
He's just proper snuggled into
He
me.
has, so
He
sweet.
loves
So
his auntie.
I'm just gonna chill. I was even thinking about maybe New Year getting away, just starting the year, just do a
Nice.
few road trips in the UK.
Love
Hopefully we get away. It's my 30th next October.
Dun dun dun.
And my mum's 60th, so we're gonna do a
Dun,
big
dun.
family trip. Probably Abu Dhabi because I fell in love with it actually.
Or me and Bev will just have a party.
You and Bev have a party.
Yeah, we're busy mates now.
Besties. Absolute besties. Lauren had a little, well, as you know, actually, if you listened to last week's pod,
Yeah.
that Lauren was staying over here and my
Yeah.
gaff looking
Hence why
after
me
my
and
dog.
Chippy are now best friends.
Absolutely.
He's just fully conked out in my
Oh,
arms.
bless him. Yeah, we're going to have a fun vibe next year. I'm going to see what rolls. If I manage to get away for a cheeky little city break, I might just escape for a couple of days.
Love. Yeah.
But with Kimmy having little one,
Yeah.
I think I'll just vibe it, to
Bit
be
more
honest.
family orientated.
Yeah,
Love that
and just
for
do
you.
bits in the house.
Yeah, you've got some gorgeous plans for the house as well. I might be moving house. Good
Any
things
news on the
around.
boat? What's the crack?
Okay, actually, there has been a request for an update on the boat. So, I've been invited to
Ooh.
I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a wide beam weekender. I think that's what it's called. I just realised how that sounded.
What?
Oh, that was literally
Do
the
I-
email I got this morning.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, wide beam weekender, Hans. So what's happening? Where basically I've been invited to, like, it's like a open house, I'd imagine, but for boats.
Open
Open boat. Where I get to view some of the wide beam barges that they've got available on a particular marina. So
Where's
I
that?
So this is at Sawley Marina, which I think is Nottingham Way.
Very cool.
I think so. I might got that wrong way around. But yeah, I think I might go because there's one beautiful houseboat available, which isn't that expensive for what it is, but it's stunning. It's got like a full-on jacuzzi.
Is it because
bath.
it's up north as well?
Possibly.
Sometimes things are way cheaper up there,
Yeah,
right?
it's got a full-on jacuzzi bath. It's got one of those beds that a TV pops out. the other
Oh,
end.
yes.
It's so incredible.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Even just to get a feel for it, are you able to move it down if you get a boat license?
Yeah. Also, it'd be a case of moving it marina to marina, which is easier.
Oh.
But I'm not. What I've realised, I'm not drawn to the marina lifestyle.
Okay.
I'd much rather live on a boat in a canal, like not in a marina. Anywhere.
That surprises me. I thought the
Yeah.
safety of being in the marina was
Yes.
at one point a
Yeah.
good positive for you.
Yes, and there are other positives, sure, but it's the fact that the boats are like side by side and you're a bit sandwiched in.
If you're having your coffee naked in the morning,
you can't really
you
do
don't
that.
really want anyone else looking.
No, I don't really. Unless, I mean, I don't mind. Like, they can enjoy the show. I'm just going to live my life. But yeah, it's not really the vibe, you know.
Okay, well,
So we'll
this
see.
is cool.
So that's a little update.
I can't wait for a boat party.
Imagine.
Fun.
But it's going to be a slow process for
Yeah,
sure.
just embrace
I've got
it.
12 months, so nothing's going to be happening like straight away. We've got 12 months to figure it out.
Yeah, fun. Well, if you want to do any boat viewings, I would love to come along.
Come with me
If
to
there's-
this wide-being weekend.
When is it? Down with the noob. When is it?
17th, I think.
17th of
No,
this month.
that's a lie. 17th is a Monday, right? No, Sunday. 16th. It's that weekend, I think. It's a Saturday, so you might be working.
Oh, I'll be working.
Boring.
That's okay. I know. Who has to work on Saturday?
Gross.
Only for a few hours. Well, that sounds fun. I hope you have
Yeah.
the best time ever.
I will do.
How exciting.
Fun.
Guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode.
Stunning. That was a great little catch-up.
Great
Missed
catch
you.
up. Missed you. Holiday was so good. I honestly feel so refreshed, reset, and just we were saying earlier, just living this little high life right now. It's
I
ever so
know.
fun.
Life is groovy. Life is
really-
delicious.
So is my dog's stance. I'm sorry, what is happening?
Take a photo.
So funny. Oh my god.
You know what's
Wow.
hilarious about this is that you're going to have to press stop record because my hands are
Well, how do I do
with
that?
your sausage
I'm
dog.
not the tech kid.
Press it where it says stop, the stop button.
Okay, do you wanna
Wait,
say-
hang on.
do
Yeah, we
your
need to do
spiel?
the spiel.
That's
hang
your
on.
thing, not mine.
Well, thank you so much for listening, guys. Happy Wellness Wednesday. Have a gorgeous rest of your day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, rate and review on wherever you might be listening. And of course, follow us at butterflyeffect.pod on the gram.
Woohoo!
Lovely
Enjoy your
stuff.
day.
Bye, honeys.
Ciao.
I love you. It's the big stop button.
This one.
That one.